I'm dying. I'm dying. Not really, but my body is like aching right now. Not because of the, well, actually, it is kind of the heat. It's not because I'm sick, but I think my allergies are acting up again. And like 5 minutes before I like started, before we got here, I started sneezing like crazy. Started sneezing like crazy, and my nose got super congested. So like I'm like going through it right now, which would make the perfect time. It's actually the perfect time for us to like watch something right now because surprisingly, I don't think I've actually watched Gemini Home Entertainment for the longest time. I know about it. In fact, I've watched so many like classic analog horror, I think. I'm kind of surprised that I never got around to like watching Gemini Home Entertainment. So we're gonna be doing that tonight. That's why we're starting super early tonight. I never I never like managed to get the entire series before. So I want to like go through it like, play by play because I'm pretty sure this series is complete. Uh, there was another series I wanted to watch tonight also called like Eventide, I think, but I don't know if we'll have time for that because I also want to play another like I guess analog horror-esque game called Shipwreck 64. So that's the plan for today. We're gonna watch Gemini Home Entertainment, and then later we're gonna probably play Shipwreck 64. If we can't get around to watching Eventide today, that's fine because Eventide is basically Gemini 2.0, so I don't mind if we don't get around to that. But I hope you guys aren't dying like I am. The heat is not as bad as it was yesterday. I mean, I'm up early, so I'm not like staying in bed for like 10 plus hours. But it's still really stupid hot, so I'm kind of hoping it's gonna like chill out eventually. I love Gemini Home Entertainment. It's Gemini, it's at home, and it has entertainment. It has like the best of all three worlds. I love Shipwrecked. I was very scared about um starting Shipwreck 64 because I was kind of worried about the puzzles, but since I've played like three different games at this point that require like, high level thinking, I guess. I feel like I can probably approach Shipwreck 64 in terms of like puzzles. And if not, then I can always rely on you guys. I have to stop being scared of like playing puzzle games because otherwise I'll never really get good at them. I have to work outside 6 days next week. I wish you luck, don't die. Drink plenty of water, which is what I'm gonna do right now. I've got water and I've also got like iced coffee here. One. Oh, back. Oh, that really hits right now. Oh man, thank God. Bring back Chudderl. This is too scary for Chudderl, dude. This is very scary for Chudderl. Chudderl saw this, he'd actually die. And do you want that on your conscience? I don't think so. I'm bringing a Talos Principle playthrough. That's like saying you want me to play like that one like was that Mist or something? One play like Mist or was Talos Principle the one where like you go back in time and like you're trying to like solve mysteries or something? Because I will absolutely get filtered by that. Malbolge Trench? What is that? Never heard of that. Hold on, I'll make a tab for that. A separate tab for that. I've never heard of that before. Analog web horror series. We'll go. We'll see. I haven't really been watching that many analog horror stuff as of lately. The last time I watched one was a long time ago, and I think the last time we did a watch along was like when we watched I think it was the Minecraft series. The Minecraft like destroying a world that doesn't exist series. That was really good. I really like that. We might do like more like Minecraft like ARG stuff in the future, but I want to go through some of the more classic stuff first. I'm assuming you're aware of Channel 58 and Thalison. We did see that a long time ago, actually, a long time ago. So I wouldn't mind revisiting some old series that I watched because it's been like 2, 3 years, I think, since we last watched it. And some of them have updated their videos since. Like I know that Classic GM Videos updated their stuff since, so I wouldn't mind like a separate watch along day for that. Um, I know that Valverde, I know that also got like a big update for like 2 episodes, so that's gonna be like a probably separate watch along. Um, what else? Some other ones I can't remember off the top of my head, but I wouldn't mind revisiting a lot of those that like got updated as of recently, you know. Oh, also Walton. Yeah, right. I know Walton Files is really popular right now. I know a lot of people have been doing like watch-alongs with that. So I don't know a thing about Walton Files. I thought that was supposed to be like a spin-off of like FNAF. Apparently, it's not. I mean, it's like FNAF because it has like mascot horror stuff, but apparently that's like the only like connection. I think it's entirely its own thing. There is a lot of Eerie of that Minecraft series. Eerie for the King and Yellow one? That one? Really? Interesting. I did not know that. I gotta check that out later. I gotta check that out later. Anyway, I hope you guys are like battling the heat fine. Thank you for being first, Galaxia. Thank you for clocking Galaxia. Thank you for clocking in Foe. Thank you for clocking in Emrys. Thank you for clocking in Hoobie. Thank you for clocking in Golden. Thank you for clocking in Die. Thank you for clocking in Dirt. Thank you for clocking in Vandawa. Thank you for clocking in Pod. Thank you for clocking in Devon. Thank you for the 90 stream streak, Galaxia. Thank you for clocking in Weebcat. Thank you for clocking in Chillum. Thank you for clocking in Alrin. Thank you for clocking in Scoops. Thank you for clocking in Pants. Thank you for the 245 stream streak, Fef. That's almost a dozen. Dude, that's almost 6. Thank you for clocking in Narrow. Thank you for clocking in Cog. Thank you for clocking in Lucy. If I sound like I'm kind of congested and sick right now, that's because I am, so I apologize for that. We will also be doing like some probably like pausing and like rewinding for some of this stuff to see if there's anything that we miss. Or if there's anything, since you guys have probably like seen this like nonstop, if you want me to like go pause and rewind to catch anything that I miss, feel free to do so. The only thing I ask is that you don't like spoil like, hey, this is gonna be important later down the line, or that's gonna be like an episode like 16 of the series. You should like pay attention to that. Like, you know, no foreshadowing like anything like that. But if there's anything that like I miss that looks important, feel free to like tell me to like rewind or something like that. Cause I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of that in this series. How do you check your clock in number? Wait, is it not like working right now? No, it's right there. Yeah, it should record your clock in number whenever you clock in. If you're not sure, then tomorrow when like it resets, or not resets, tomorrow when like you can clock in again, it should show. You want Shuttle? This is too scary for Shuttle. He'll actually die from a heart attack, dude. It's gonna be on your conscience if you do that. John Walton comes out and says you should bring Shuttle back. Spoiler. I will watch Walton Files eventually. I heard that's supposed to be pretty good. That and the FNAF like VHS tapes. But I heard that the FNAF VHS tapes are like, well, they make more sense when you actually play FNAF. So I gotta play and at least complete like the original FNAF series up to 4 before I watch like the before I watch that VHS series. That you watched the Walton Files? If I did, I actually do not remember. So like, you know, it's a perfect time to like revisit it. Thank you for clocking Zarsis. Oh, evil ass Garfield. It's the calmest day in Kentucky. Is this what happens in Kentucky? This is what you guys have to deal with? Thank you for clocking in, Ryder. Also, I did download this game. I was told that Lethal Omen is actually a playable game, so once we get around to playing or seeing Lethal Omen, I will we can explore it real quick. I heard it's not gonna be that long. It shouldn't be like more than like 20-30 minutes. $30, Jesus Christ, $30. That's like a $60 game from like probably like the 90s.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces.
Nature's Mockery.
All day through.
Alex Whitler and Jack Dean. $90 for an SNES game? What the hell? Like, that's like how much is $90 back then? Hold on, I'm gonna look that up. $90 in 1990. That's like the equivalent of $230. You're paying $230 for a game. What the hell? That's insane. World's weirdest animals. Rural Minnesota. Minnesota? What's even in Minnesota? I'm sorry for like anyone that lives in Minnesota, but like I cannot think of anything like relevant in Minnesota. Like when I think of bumfuck nowhere, Minnesota is probably like the first place that comes to mind. I guess now I can think of Gemini Home Entertainment. You got weird, fucked up creatures living there. The Mall of America. What is even at the Mall of America? I get it's supposed to be like the largest like mall in America, but like, is that it? That's all you got going for a mall? I guess. Greater Prairie Chicken. Native to central North America, Greater Prairie chickens are well known for their prominent air sacs and protruding ear-like feathers. Clocky anchor. Nice cock, bro. These birds often engage in lecking, a form of mating ritual. Males utilize their air sacs to impress females. You know what's gonna be really funny is that because this is like a pretty old series, 6 years ago by the way. Since this is like a 6-year-old series, this means that like we're gonna see a lot of like analog horror tropes that seem very, very common, but that's only because like it literally was this is literally the reason why like they are so common. All of them kind of copied it from like what was it? Channel whatever it was called. That series, Local 50, that's it. Local 58 and this one is the reason why. Yeah. During the winter, Greater Prairie chickens have been observed diving in the snow to stay warm. How weird. It is kind of weird to think that chickens, like, live in the same environment as, like, snow. Clay County. God, dude, imagine living in, like, Clay County, Minnesota. Monument Mythos. I heard about that one too. That one's very, very extensive though. That would take a lot of like days to watch, I think. Burrowing owl. So the idea for this is that we're watching like actual like old VHS tapes, right? That's why it's all like it's got that VHS quality stuff to it. Once found all over the Americas, this small critter is now far more elusive. As their name suggests, these owls create large burrows for their nests instead of creating ones in trees. Owls are so goofy until you see them like at nighttime and they become like the most creepiest like fucking animal ever. Burrowing owls like to live in prairies and open fields where they can use old squirrel or badger holes for their nests. Thank you for clocking in, Twitchy. Is this some substitute teacher-ass video? Dude, does that look like a face? I would, like, kill to, like, watch this shit again and, like, during, like, a class. I actually miss this so much. This one and, like, that one series where, like, it starts with, like, a camera pan zoom in toward, like, a museum and you see a bunch of different, like, portraits of, like... You see a bunch of different portraits of like animals coming to life, and it's like Night in the Museum, but it's like 10 years before Night in the Museum. You guys know what I'm talking about? That series? I loved watching that series, dude. I love watching like animal documentaries so much. Hold on, I think the doors are messed up. If you guys remember what the name of that series is, please let me know, because like I would not mind rewatching some of those again. Animorphic? Is that what it was called? Animorphics? Hold on. Animorphics. Animorph? I think you're thinking of Animorphs, not Animorphics, which is also a pretty cool series, but not the documentary series. Eyewitness, that's what it was. Eyewitness. Hold on. I wanna look that up real quick. I know I'm not gonna like take too long. Witness opening. Is it this one? Ah, dude, whenever I watch this, like, whenever they put this shit on in the TV, they rolled in, I got so fucking hyped. Dude, this is like actually peak. This is actually so fucking peak. What an amazing intro, dude. I would absolutely just watch like a non-stop marathon of this. Like, I would be so down for that. Yeah, they'd put that shit up usually, typically, whenever like the teacher like just had shit to do and they were like, all right, you guys are watching this so they can grade like papers or like just take a break because they had a migraine. Yeah, we just didn't watch anything like for that. That was awesome. I loved watching Eyewitness. Oh yeah, Bill Nye. Bill Nye was for the science classes. Eyewitness was just for like learning about animals and shit. You never seen that? You're missing out, dude. If you're into like, you know, animal documentaries, it'd be right up your alley. If it's not copyrighted, I might do a thing where we can just watch like documentaries. Everywhere. I don't like how the music is cutting out. Hey, Voluvia. Hey, good. Is that live? Wait, that's live. This is like a video, like VHS recording. Wood crawlers. Hello, Nix. Clocking in. Found all over North America. The animals are excellent hunters, being able to tread most terrain without making a sound. Hey, Shani. What are you watching? We're watching a documentary. Real. Their preferred nesting locations are inside the homes of large families, where large swarms can adapt easier. Those sound like wood mites. You will hear okay, they're not wood mites. Never mind, they are not wood mites. They are not wood mites. They stole their voices. It sounds like corny, like since like we've seen so many different like analog horror. Burn the bodies lest they stand up again. But that's because people kind of like copied from this one. Nature's mockery. Oh shit. Dang, this series holds up, I think, pretty well. Outside? Who's recording? Wait, if this is supposed to be framed as like a documentary series, why is it being cool? Ooh, I don't like how he's moving. It's like when a video game freezes and they just keep on doing the same pose like in 2 frames over and over again. Dude, he is geeked out. I like how we're still on World's Weirdest Animals. 8 people. Yeah, that's right. They said you could see this everywhere. Just go downtown your local city. Find the guy who's like high. Observe. I really appreciate your gay orgy first message, Boxon. Thank you for getting in though. Thank you for dropping by. So I guess these are the wood crawlers? No. The wood crawlers came in and they did something, and now they were replaced by fake people. I'm waiting for like the scene. Oh. Oh shit. I was about to say I'm waiting for the part where like it just like switches to them like snapping toward the camera. Hello, Billy. Say my iconic line. Lick my balls. What a weird animal. What a strange animal. It would be really funny if like there's like some kid for like, you know, if there's a kid like in like elementary or middle school for like a substitute teacher that would be like, hey, we were watching this, and they pull up Gemini Home Entertainment, and like the substitute has no idea and they think that it's like a real documentary series. You will learn how to protect you and your family when a severe storm hits your home. I absolutely believe someone's done that before. Do not want to get caught in a storm unprepared. Prepare your home in case of a storm. Follow these steps. Step 1. Reinforce your home. May involve improving structural support, replacing roof shingles, or fixing any possible leaks. Step 2. Install an early warning system. This will allow you to know beforehand if a storm or other danger is approaching your home. Albedo alarm from Harbinge Technologies. Nice music. This reminds me of like the weather music, the Weather Channel music. Weather Channel always had some really, really good bangers. Kids get traumatized. You know, you say that, but like when I was like in like, I think it was like middle school, like late elementary or early middle school, we had to watch like a documentary on the Donner Party. I'm still not sure why we kind of consumed like a documentary about the Donner Party. Looking back on it now, because that shit was kind of like fucked up. Like I get that when you're learning about like the when you're learning about like the settlers and stuff and like how they survived. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up what they had to deal with, but like did we really have to like go through the fact that they had to cannibalize and like eat their own dead? Because that's kind of yeah. Hey man, what's the Donner Party? So like back in like the I think it was like the 18th century, late 18th century or whatever, there were these like settlers who had to go from like the east of America to like the west of America, and they were like, you know, uh they were trying to get to California or whatever. But during like a really bad storm in the mountains, they got like isolated. So what they had to do was like they settled down in the middle of like the mountains, so they couldn't, because they couldn't move, and slowly they started dying. So they had to like basically, since they had no food, there was no way to get like, you know, proper provisions up there. They had to like eat the people who were dying in order to stay alive. And for some reason, they like our teachers showed us this documentary about them. They didn't show anything like explicit, but like they were like, you're literally cannibalizing. We're watching a series about settlers like cannibalizing like each other. So, uh, that is like the one thing that is like the one thing I kind of remember from like the settlers. I don't know why they showed it to us back then. Donner Party took a cutoff called Hastings Cutoff. Reminder, they left during the summer or spring. The cutoff wasted so much time. They arrived at the Yeah, that's it. They arrived at the Rockies during the snow season and they got isolated. It's pretty horrific. It's really sad. And it's like very, very, it is educational, but I don't think that like, I feel like something you learn like in high school, not really something you learn like in elementary and middle school. Our parents had to sign a waiver specifically for us to like watch a documentary about that, and they were like, yeah, this is going to deal with like some very heavy topics. Everyone did sign that paper, but it was kind of like strange looking back on it now. "10 feet by 18 feet. Isn't that kind of small? Gray concrete foundations at least 8 inches thick. Yeah, it is well documented. That is true. The one rugby team that crashed on the mountains. I heard about that one too. Large aluminum sphere. Shortwave radio next to the hemisphere. Isn't 10 by 18 really small? For your family, like, if you're a family of 4, maybe 5, 10 by 18 is really, really, really tiny. Only turn on radio in the event of emergency. Uh-oh. What to do during a storm. In the event that a storm hits your home, it is important to follow these steps. Quietly take your family to your bunker. The westward expansion of history for elementary was very important for learning, I guess. But the cannibalism part? Turn on shortwave radio, ignore all sound produced by the radio. What? Wait, what? Quietly take your family to your bunker. Your home does not belong to you now. We're talking about a storm, right? If this is like a tornado, I guess that makes sense, but I have a feeling this is not a typical storm. These are auditory hallucinations. Remain calm. Tears are filled with salt. Part 3, after a storm. If you believe the storm has passed, carefully leave your bunker to survey for damages. Your house has been severely damaged, check for movement inside. Look for looters, shoot them. To hear the chime, you are safe. The storm has passed over. Look to the field? You see the lights. Turn to your bunker. Oh. Listen. Under your feet. Crawling through the floor. Saturn head. Congratulations, you're now well equipped to defend you and your family against storms. What kind of storm are we talking about here? Thank you for clocking in, Momo. Thank you for the 240 streams, Street Kubi. Thank you for clocking in, Don. Now, we're starting early today because I wanted to watch some Gemini home entertainment. What kind of storm was that? What the heck? Regnad computing. Artificial computer learning. Wait, when did this come out? Oh, this is like before AI. This is kind of funny. When AI kind of exploded back in like 2022, right? So this predates that by like 3 years. Thank you for clocking, Vetalina. For the past 4 years, Regnad Computing have been developing artificial computer intelligence using new revolutionary methods. These methods have led to produce the world's most advanced artificial intelligence to date. As a test of this intelligence abilities, we gave it the task of creating an original, intelligible story in the format of a children's storybook. 3 iterations of this story will be shown, illustrating the creation process utilized by the artificial intelligence. Iteration 1. Thank you for clocking, Krusty. Clocking, Vitalina. Jack leapt over the river. Ready to follow together. Travel followed the secret. Jack the river. It is dead. First iteration tests heed insufficient results. The pattern and story consistency are clearly visible, albeit spelled albeit wrong. Unrefined. Iteration 2. Jack leapt over the river. Mary followed close behind. They were searching for the secret place. I hear you. Hello, Bess. It's really funny to think that like people thought like AI was gonna be a very scary, well, I mean, it is scary, but like not in the sense that they thought. When like AI was like really like in its heyday of like, oh shit, is it gonna take over? Is it gonna like, you know, become smarter than people? Is it gonna replace people? They were kind of right, but not the way they were thinking. And people like despise AI for a very, very different reason than like what they thought originally. Intelligence builds upon its previous iteration, utilizing complex wordage and proper grammar and formatting. Thank you for clocking, Nimi. It did replace people, but for like their jobs, yes, that's true. Jack leapt over the river. There goes Mary down the stream. The secret place will keep us safe. Like, basement? The river flows, but not with water. The river's flowing with blood! Obelisk? Close then. Later reference. I'll probably watch like a, what do you call it? An explanation video on my own time, because I just want to consume the series as it is. Because there's always, when it comes to these types of series, there's always going to be people that try to like, I guess, explain it in their own terms or their own ways with their own essays. And you can always take it many, many different ways, right? There's not one real answer because it's kind of meant to be like open-ended. Intelligence seems to diverge from its original path. Or Jack heard it again. There's a voice from space. Jack, do you see me? I have become something else. Real horror of AIs with the humans using it? Well, that's like the folly of like humans in general. We should have seen this coming. People like literally had stories about how like, you know, man created AI and then AI became out of control. And then what happened in real life? We made AI, and AI became out of control. Five? Listen to the silver box. The radio, that's the radio. Stars are moving now. Do you see this hungry eye? Here I am. Hey, there's something back there. Oh. Hungry eye. The capabilities of Ragnar's computing's artificial intelligence. To have this technology available for commercial and personal use within the year. This could either be taken as like foreshadowing, random foreshadowing, or I guess maybe like the AI kind of like figured that like something like a catastrophic event of like the whatever this is like was going to happen. But these guys were like, oh, that's kind of cool. AI is making its own story. Hmm. Thank you for clocking in, Ray. See you around, Krusty. Seems like an offshoot of a certain SCP. Well, this came out like in 2019, so this is like a very, very old one, you know? I think it is a little bit dated, but that's because, again, this is the whole reason that analog horror became the way that it is because of this series and like Local 58. So I can't blame it for like being kind of like the way that it is, you know? Hello, Raiders. Hi, Ara. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Total War Shogun. That's the strategy game, isn't it? I actually don't know anything about Total War. I like watching people play strategy games, but I'm actually so clueless when it comes to it because I cannot like do any critical thinking to save my life. If I do anything more than like a minute in advance for like, you know, my strategies, I just kind of like my brain flatlines. I hope you guys had a good time. Everyone coming in, I'm Beryl. I'm a very, 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 very exhausted demon intern. Lots of retro and shooter and horror games. We're watching Gemini Home Entertainment right now. There is a game for this, but that's gonna be down the line. I have never like completed this series, so I want to like go through the entirety of it. We're like 25% of the way there, 25% of the way done. There's a lot to get through. Are there any AI-based SCP? I think there's a couple of them. We're playing video. We are technically playing a video. That's what you called it back then. You're playing a videotape. You're playing a video. But now people just call it watching a video, you know. I love to call them LLMs, but words changing to suit the masses, and the masses call it LLMs AI. Yeah, whenever people hear AI now, it's usually like very, very like heads or tails. Either you love AI because you love like Gen AI and like, you know, your crypto or whatever it's called, the AI bros, or you hate AI because Gen AI and like how fear mongering it is. It sucks. Thank you for clocking in, Milk. Also, Raiders, if you guys have to get some rest after streams, I totally understand. I was reading up my YouTube. No problem. I hope you guys had a great time playing Total War. I've seen some people play that before, but I have no idea what's going on typically whenever I watch that. I love your model and hope you're having a great stream. I am. I love analog horror so much, dude. The sun. Situated 119 million miles away, the sun provides light for an entire solar system. Okay, so this is like a solar system type of like video documentary. Which analog horror is this one? This is Gemini Home Entertainment. Down on the bottom left. I'm gonna sub to these guys, even though it's probably dead. I want so many analog horror these days. I want some too, dude. But like a lot of them are very, very like slobified because it's very easy for them to make like AI analog horror. And those are like just they don't hit the same as like these ones, you know. Like I'm sure there's like some okay-ish looking ones, but I don't really care much for those. Yeah, like Angel Engine. I think Wendigoon did a video about that. He said like the execution is like okay, but it could have been so much greater if like they just didn't bother using AI, like because the direction they took it was actually somewhat decent, which is really really sad. But I'm glad you guys managed to beat Shogun. I know those games take a long, long time, so that's a really, really good achievement. Backrooms is good. People did recommend Monument Mythos. I do want to watch that at some point, but that's a very, very long series as well. Without the sun, Earth would be a barren and frozen rock. As one of the smallest planets in our solar system, Mercury is also the hottest. It sits perilously close to the sun and only takes 87 days to orbit it. I've found a lot of really cool series from Wendigoon. He did one for like Fake Documentary Q, which I also want to revisit Fake Documentary Q again and watch it in its entirety because there's like another video that came out recently. That one and like Helter Skelter were both really, really cool. So I wouldn't mind going through those again at some point. I did play the Angel Engine video game. That game was tough, dude. I could not beat that game. That game is like mechanically very, very hard. Venus. As the second brightest object in the night sky, Venus can sometimes be seen from Earth. The average surface temperature of the planet is 462 degrees Celsius. Well, Vulcan. Earth. Earth is one of the only planets in our solar system capable of supporting life. Well, they mentioned Mars, too. 71% of the planet considered or covered with water. It's a miracle we can all fit. Mars. Often called the Red Planet, Mars is a mostly barren desert world. Pieces of Mars have fallen to Earth in the form of meteorites. It's a gas giant. Jupiter has no solid surface, which makes it impossible to stand on it. What would happen if you if you were like an astronaut and you fell into Jupiter? What would happen? Would you just get crushed by the atmosphere at some point? Because doesn't it go from like solid or like from like gas to like solid state like at some point? You just get pancaked. I see. Hmm. If you had like a spacesuit capable of not being, I guess, if you had a spacesuit of not capable of being crushed, I wonder what would happen then. Like, I guess you just slow down to the point where like the atmosphere would like solidify or something. What do you call that process? There's a solid mass in the center. It's just that all of the rocks have fallen into it, but it's pretty small. It's like a deep sea, but oh, I guess yeah, that makes more sense. I guess that makes more sense. They dropped a probe in it, and it came out the other side years later. I'm assuming that didn't hit like the center then. A large spot on the planet is known as Great Red Spot. It is not. What is that? It is not an eye. It is an open wound. Hmm. Interesting. Although mostly a gas giant, there may be a large solid core deep inside the planet. It is so weird to think that, like, you know, a planet can go from gaseous to, like, solid at some point. You just don't know when. Hello, Suki. Hello, Raiders. It's the Bowner Raid, the Bowner Raid. Hope you guys had a very awesome and cool and amazing stream. I know what this is. You do? I'm sure you guys do. This is a very, very popular, like, analog horror. How was your guys' stream? What are you guys playing today? Or doing today, if you don't mind me asking? For everyone coming in, I'm Beryl. That's it, resublimation. Resublimation. Roblox. Dude, I haven't played Roblox for a hot minute again. I want to play Roblox, but like it's so hard to find like non-slopified Roblox stuff. It's really rough. It's tough out there, dude. I don't want to play Roblox slop. I want to play like fun Roblox games, but everyone like uses like AI assets or like AI thumbnails, and it makes it hard to find cool stuff there. If you have any good games, please let me know. I know that like you do like play that pretty often, so DM me like any cool, awesome games that I want to like play for like hours on end. But yeah, if ever coming in, I'm Beryl. I'm tired. I'm a demon intern. We're watching Gemini Home Entertainment right now. Hop on. We played the Hushrooms, bro. I was literally there with you. What are you talking about? I was there. I was literally there. Thank you for clocking pink candy. And its prominent rings are quite a sight to behold. They are the gateway. Wait. Was that always visible? Wait, that wasn't visible before. Look at that. Hold on. Look at that. Up there in the top right. The fuck is that? Uranus? This planet is classified as an ice giant and is the coldest planet in our solar system. Unlike most planets, Uranus rotates on its side. Neptune. Large storm rages in the planet called Great Dark Spot. It is the lens. Neptune has been mutated. Oh. Is that an eye? Wait, what? That is an eye. There's opening. The iris. That's not Pluto. Wait a minute. Pluto should be here because it's the 90s. And back then we thought that Pluto was still a planet. It is with us now. Laughing at us. Oh shit. Whoa! Oh, that's an eye. Whoa, that's cool. Old. Neptune! Oh. Ooh. Pluto! There's Pluto! Ah, they're still calling it the planets! It is only 1.1 kilometer, 1,000? 1.1 thousand kilometers. Although it hangs at the edge of our solar system, this planet isn't going anywhere. Our solar system, created by Remy Abode. Where they get this footage? I'd imagine that this footage is not like real footage. It's like a mock-up, like CGI. But the guy who like was behind it probably knew a lot more than he let on. I don't know what's happening there though. So that's Neptune. They said that like Neptune is mutated. And then something's happening from Neptune to like reach across the rest of the galaxy. Probably toward Earth, I guess? Why they declassify Pluto? Isn't it because it's like actually like an asteroid? It's not like a real planet or something? That's what they said at least. I still think it's a planet. Oh! That's Neptune! Oh, they're using the background is Neptune. Moonlight Acres Family Camp, estimated 1930. Come visit Moonlight Acres Family Camp. Since our founding, Moonlight Acres has been devoted to family and creating memories. campground is as pristine and beautiful as ever, a relic from the past. Many of the original camp buildings remain, untouched since the initial closure. Let's look at some of the activities our camp has to offer. Activities. Not ominous at all. So many expansive trails, hiking is a regular occurrence at our camp. Make sure you don't get lost. That's true for like any place. You need to know where you're going. Archery has been a tradition throughout our camp's lifetime, with the targets getting more extravagant every year. Our canoe trips are always a blast. And let's not forget our famous Lights in the Sky event. Oh shit. Oh. Lights in the sky. No need to pitch a tent. Moonlight Acres has tons of places to lay your head. They just casually have like an event where you get to see UFOs just like invading the camp. That'd be a pretty cool event, actually. That first mountain is a glacier national park. It makes sense that they're using like real like areas for this analog horror, because they couldn't just like generate it back then. This is 2019. What about the door? Did it not spawn? The kids, we have separate boys and girls cabins. Feeling rustic, stay at our camp's original cabins, which are frequently cleaned and always cozy. Each and every cabin at Moonlight Acres is fully furnished. You can always rest assured knowing security is in our hands. Oh. Do not answer knocking at the door. Thank you for the follow, Pomeranian. Mythos. Monument Mythos? An important part of Moonlight Acres' legacy is its mythos. Tall tales have been told from person to person throughout the camp's lifetime. In 1935, rumors of strange, well-dressed men began visiting the camp began to make their rounds. It is said that the men asked to enter the camp administration's cabin every night for years. One night, a deal was made with the strange men. They left the camp, never to be seen again. Another popular myth arose in the 30s, when campgoers began to have sightings of skinwalkers. You know, there's a real place in America called Skinwalker Ranch. Imagine like your like ranch being called Skinwalker. You think you just go for like a rebrand at that point? Like, why would you have people purposely call your place Skinwalker Ranch? That's it doesn't really make good for advertising, does it? This Bozo's gonna open the door, isn't he? I hope you guys don't have like very vessels. Answer door. Answer door. Answer door. asked to enter. Holy shit. What could you even do with, like... Dude, that thing is massive! What could you even do to, like, not answer the door? That shit's gonna be there forever. I'll just break in. They renamed it Skinwalker Ranch specifically to advertise it. I guess any advertising is good advertising. Lethal Omen. Is it time to play Lethal Omen, guys? Intense action. Challenging puzzles. High quality graphics. My wooden door will protect me from the, like, giant spider beast. $30 fucking, God. They made a playable version? It's official. There's an official version of this. I have it downloaded. Is that the camp? It is the camp. This is the camp they're talking about. Kill all enemies. All enemies are dead. And it turns out to be like actual people. We can actually read it. That was the... Maybe they're skinwalkers. Because they said that the skinwalkers were like becoming a commonplace thing inside the camp. First the enemies. Oh. There were no enemies though. Is that a face? Oh. Run. See, this would have been not a problem if he brought a 12-gauge shotgun. Wait, that's the, oh, that's the bunker from the, Storm Safety Tips video. Oh, shit. Lethal Omen uses revolutionary artificial intelligence as its basis for its video game engine. Oh, great. Keep clocking in. Are we Gemini home entertained yet? We're about to be. Once we like get into the game for this. Whoa! Oh, it was the iris. It's the moon from Majora's Mask. Buy now. You can find Lethal Open in stores worldwide. Alright guys, we are gonna run into like an ad break very shortly. So let me be right back. I'm gonna get some water real quick and use the restroom, and then we will check out Lethal Omen. We'll play the Lethal Omen game for like a good like 10 or 20 minutes. I heard it's not that long, so it shouldn't be like too much of a problem. Unless it's like you know, like one of those like super deep ARG ones that have like 10 million secrets, but I don't think that's the case. So I will be right back. Lethal Omen. I think this is an official game. I don't think this is a fan thing. I'm pretty sure this was made by the creators of Gemini Home Entertainment. Is this like Lethal Company? No, this is like an actual tie-in. This is the thing that we saw in the inside the video. Yeah, drink real quick. Hold on. There should be some stuff that we saw like in the video that we can do, but there might be some other stuff as well. So we will see. Thank you for locking in T-Snake. Thank you for the follow, Blink Zanagan. I like the soundtrack for this. It's very people screaming in agony. Is the mouse there? Can you not hide the mouse? Oh, that sucks. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's very Gemini core. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that. West side entrance. There's a sign over there. Police car. You don't even have to reload. That's awesome. Thank you for clocking in, Swy. Moonlight Acres main entrance, next left. Maybe? Oh, you know what? I think we're supposed to be a cop. If that's our police car, and we pulled over, it makes sense why we're running around with like a gun, right? So we're investigating what like this place is. But it looks like I'm pretty sure that we got like isolated from everything else, considering they cut off like the other side of the road. That would explain like why we can't go anywhere else. Car. There's a key there. Why is it all the way up there? What the heck? I'm guessing I need all these keys to get inside the camp. Good old middle of nowhere. That's Minnesota! That's how Minnesota is! It's another radio. Maybe the radios are like transmissions used to like... I don't think that bunker was like a good thing. I get the bunker was something used by like the whatever it is, the iris or whatever, to kind of like trap someone in there. And they're using like the radios as signals to like figure out where people are. Oh no, waist high walls, my worst enemy. I must be Leon Kennedy. This game is probably what my dad thinks of video games are now. You know, I played Wolfenstein like 3D like about a month or two ago, and I gotta say those old school games still hold up very, very nicely. Remember to... Dude, I can't read that shit. Lights in the Sky event, 9:30. Remember to stay your something. Blood is cool. Oh. But like that game is way too hardcore for me. I tried my best for that game. God. Ooh. Sorry guys. Oh, is it like doing that weird like way to like it renders walls and stuff where like it's not really supposed to wonder like when you're looking up and down? I think it is. Storm safe tips. Wolfenstein did that too. And Doom did that kind of to a degree, I think. for free look, because the game was never meant to be kind of like in free look. Yeah, it's not a really like pleasant effect to look at. The later renditions of like Doom and Wolfenstein by like fans, they fix that effect, but like the base game has this and it's not very fun. Sleep image visualizer. Storm safety tips, more radios. Rise of the... I wanted to do Rise of the Triad. I actually have that installed. I've been waiting for a good time to play that, because I know that's like kind of like the evolution of Wolfenstein 3D. That has a really cool soundtrack. Sleep image visualizer. Maybe that's like the headphones? The FOV? I don't think I can adjust it. If they wanted to go for like the real old school feeling, they should have made it so that you can't free look and you could only just do like static, like left and right aiming. My House.wad? I've already played that. That was like one of the first games I played when I first started streaming, was My House. The mattress is like... This place is like trashed. The heck? Yeah, it's like trashed. You have to compromise? I guess. Tree family cabins. If I go over there, I think that's when I start being attacked. But this is also blocked off for some reason. Thank you for clocking in, Hepa. Hello, Mimic. Alright, so... From what I understand from this game alone, it looks like there was a cop that came in toward these cabins around the time, I guess, a storm happened, quote-unquote, a storm happened. And he's investigating, like, what happened here. And at some point, people start, like, trying to attack him, so he has to, like, defend himself. Oh, shit! Where did you come from? I was wondering, oh my god. I was like wondering, why am I sliding around? Wow, this guy has so much ammo inside his pistol. It actually threw me off. Oh. I don't think I took damage. Thank you for the follow, Fuaku. I know I was following. No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine, dude. I appreciate it anyways. Why is it like so loud? It's not all of them. Thank you for clocking in, Rem. Thank you for clocking, Fuaku. I think I'm... Maybe there's like a secret hidden one or something. Oh yeah, congrats on your 2.0 debut, dude. I was so like dead I wasn't able to like make it, but I'm really happy with like how everything turned out. Here's a recreation of our officers and actions in new to game 4. What do you mean about body? This is the body cam recording. Actually, no, that didn't body cam didn't exist back in the 90s. So this, oh, what the hell? This must be like a like an actual oh my god. VHS or something. He's reaching! They're reaching! This opens up at some point, but not right now. Oh. Camp staff group photo. Right, like half of like the Grant Camp staff got like, I guess they opened a door or whatever that means. And I guess they got like skinwalked or something. Something happened to them. They're definitely not alive anymore, that's for sure. Ella's real! Hey, wait a minute. Dude, why are we having Mario references in this game? The heck? Storm safety tips. This is all Gemini home entertainment stuff. If this game came out in like post 2020, I feel like they probably would have had like a backrooms like reference in this game, since they already have like an Ella's real reference here. I don't think there's anything else there. Oh, what the hell? Wait, what? Maybe this is the backrooms reference. What? Holy shit! Ew, I don't like how he's like... Yeah. Oh. Oh. Game over. Wait, but I'm missing like the part where like he opens like the basement. Oh, it crashed. Hold on. That's one ending. Well, I figured that there'd be like more than like I guess more a couple more endings since we saw some stuff inside the trailer, I guess, that we didn't see in here. Let's try that again. We'll do like one or two more endings, I think. Let's see, let's see. Lethal Omen. The music sounds so nice at the start. And then it becomes all like fucked up and stuff. I'll have to find all the keys again. I wonder if I could like jump on the wall and like go back there or something. Yeah, everyone please check out Fuka, by the way, because she recently had her new model debut with everything else. Looks really, really cool. God, this texture stuff is actually making me like very, very dizzy. You don't get scared by the dudes again? Well, I know that they're gonna be coming now, so it shouldn't be a problem. There must be like okay, so I know now not to go to the mannequin section. To go up there, because that's an ending, so I'll not go that way. I'll go do it like a different way or something. There's nothing in there I saw. Kill all enemies! They don't even look like monsters. They're just people. This one's flipped over. Camcorder's distraught after famous Lights in the Sky event is abruptly cancelled. Abruptly cancelled. Aren't they supposed to respawn again? Oh, there you are. Ah! It keeps spawning behind me! The heck? They're not even doing anything. They're just like pushing me. Alright, so I went in there. So let's keep going this way. Thank you for clocking in, old man. Kill all enemies. All enemies dead. That is a person! Ooh. Wait, did we just get around? Oh, we did? Run. Run. Run? What the hell? T-posing. How did I get that key? Wait. Why is he T-posing? Oh, I see. It's open. It's open. It's open. Oh. Oh shit. Thank you for clocking in, Radicus. For clocking in, Janky. Uh-oh. Oh. So the storm has passed. Dude, I can't see shit. What? I don't like how high quality that screaming is. It's so high quality. What? Oh shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a... That's a giant planet. Maybe I should head back to the basement. Oh fuck. I won! I guess I won. I'm so gamer. I don't even know how I won, but I won. We did it, Patrick. We saved the city. All right, well, that was Lethal Omen. We will get back to the main stuff now, I guess. I don't even know what happened. All I figured out that was like, all I figured out was that there was a cop that investigated this place, and he probably got owned. Recognize those screams. Dana Lazar uses them in her horror intro screen. She uses Gemini Home Entertainment screams as her like part of her intro. That's kind of awesome. There's another ending that's more complicated to get. I'll consider like if we finish this series, I'll revisit that last one because apparently there's stuff in there that apparently I must like watch to like understand. Gemini Home Entertainment. Oh wait, let me go back to there we go. Jack Wilder Survival Guide. Whether you're camping, hiking, or hunting, it's important to stay safe when going into the wilderness. This cassette will teach you many survival tips that might just save your life. Essentials. Be prepared. There is basic knowledge that every wildlife explorer should know, including what equipment to keep on hand. Water flask, non-perishable foods, first aid kit, matches, compass, knife. Store these items in a backpack. Be aware. Thorns, ditches, and rivers could lead to serious injury if not accounted for. Essentials, take care. Camping or hiking in private properties or hunting grounds could lead to serious fines or worse. Always make sure you have proper permits before entering an area. Things to avoid: wildlife. Bears, cougars, moose. Dude, moose are scary. It like it took me a while to understand like how like moose could be like aggressive, but moose are very 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 aggressive, and they will charge the fuck out of you, and they're like huge. They're like bear huge. Like between, I think a bear could probably take on a moose, but there's not much that could take on a moose besides a bear, I think. Like I think if you like get attacked by a moose, you are not coming out of that like very 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 healthy. Meese. Come face to face with any of these animals, stay calm. Do not run. Slowly back away, keeping your eyes on the animal. The moose is loose. Cougars. Dude, if I had cougars in my location, I would be like... I would never go outside ever again. Cougars are also scary. Oh shit. Poison ivy. That was like Skinwalker? Bear Skinwalker? Water hemlock. This is also really scary too. Water hemlock. I think people used to use this in poisons back in like in the medieval era. Medieval to like I guess even like the modern era, people would like use hemlock in poison. And I don't think there's any like way to like kind of counteract hemlock. Once you like touch it, you're kind of fucked. Hot sexy cougars in your location. Nature's oh, we saw this before. The start. Nature's mockery. Wait, would that say flesh decay? Hallucinations, sudden muscular paralysis, body disfigurement, flesh decay. See, that sounds like it would be like very, very like, there's no way this could happen. But I'm pretty sure there's like some type of like plant or something out there that causes like necrosis for your flesh, like in nature. I forgot what it was. Any of these make physical contact with any of these plants, seek medical assistance. Always keep a first aid kit on hand. There's not much you can do when you touch hemlock, dude. You're kind of fucked. Sounds. Are we gonna hear like coyote? I hope we can hear like a fox. Fox screams are really fucking scary. They sound like a woman dying, unironically. It's really, really unsettling. Cougar screams. Wait! Auditory hallucination. That's the sound effect from the game. Hear any of these sounds, leave the area immediately. Help! I'm out of toilet paper! Help me! It's okay, leaves are nature's toilet paper, you know? Just don't grab the wrong leaf. Don't grab poison ivy or hemlock. Building a campfire that you will need. Large stones, dry grass, leaves, dry twigs or branches, matches, dry logs. There's a last sentence. You hear them, they have already heard you. Hey, that's just like back rooms. It was Cougar Night, but all you get is mauled because you understood the assignment wrong. TP formation. Set fire to tinder using matches. You know, it's really, really hard to like make fire without like tinder. Like if you're, or not tinder, like without matches in general. If you don't have like a lighter or matches, you have to use like friction to like light it on fire, and it's really, really, really tough. I had to do that one time when I was camping before, and that shit like that shit is rough. Like if you're trying to make fire from scratch, you know how to do it. It is rough, especially if you live like in a humid area. It's even worse then. It's awful. Thank you, the follow poison nettle. I think, have you guys seen what was it? That Tom Hanks movie, Castaway. Have you seen Castaway? That part where like Tom Hanks is trying to build a fire and he gets splinters and he gets cut while he's doing that for like over an hour straight. That is very true to life. Like that shit is real. That it is very, very like awful. Wilson, I'm sorry, Wilson. Come back. What to do if your fire fails to start? 1. Follow the light. I don't know about that. How can you fuck up like lighting a match? Like when I was a kid and the first time I used a match, I burned myself, but I still like managed to light it. Like it's not that hard, I think, to like use a match box and a match to like light a match. Unless it's like really fucked, like somehow the box got fucked up, or like it's really humid, you know? Oh. Wait, wasn't his literal own advice to not listen to the voices? The auditory hallucinations? This guy's not listening to his own, like, advice. Yeah, it's just like the game. This is actually human-like air. Could be wet enough to make the cheapest paper disintegrate from the witness. Ugh. Oh, dude, look how he's moving. Ooh. If that's a real actor, dude, he's got like the movement down awful. Like in a good way. Thank you for clocking in, Nina. Hello, Captain Ken. Hello, Hearts. When I step in. Help me! Help! Get it off! Help me! Wash wound with water and soap. Use antibiotic ointment on injury. Forcefully rip. Hey, you spelled that wrong. Foreign object from body. I don't know about that part. Oh, it is just like the game. Jack Wilder's Wilderness Survival Guide. Wait, sleep image visualizer. That's the thing that we saw in the cabin inside the game. Yeah, we're watching some spooky stuff tonight. A sleep image. Ah, dude, these are such cool visuals. I miss these types of visuals from like TV. This music is so cool. SIV. Wait, this is just SIV headset. Isn't this just a VR headset? The intro is deteriorating. I didn't notice that. I did notice the planet was like changing. To connect the SIV to your computer using the cord provided. Check a helmet. Maybe it's like one of those sensory deprivation thingies, except for your audio only, you know. Hello, Tao. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Oh, you're playing the old Halo, not the new one, the old one, right? Were you guys doing like mods, or are you just doing normal? Boot up your personal computer and use SIV home use software. Oh, you hook it into your PC. I see, I see. The good Halo. How's that auto-modded? What the heck? Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I'm Beryl. We're watching Gemini Home Entertainment tonight. I am a very, very tired demon intern. I like playing and watching spooky stuff, so I want to do some spooky stuff tonight. The SAO VR headset. You die in the game, you die in real life. When we're making that, dude. When we're making the headset that actually just kills you in real life, that'd be a really, really... I think since we made, like, you know, some questionable technology already, we should just go all in on that, you know? Have some haptic feedback. If you get stabbed, it stabs you in real life. Campaign Evolved is very mid, which is the only thing it's got going for it is the ton of skulls. Shit ton of skulls. I mean, if you just really want good graphics, I guess you could play Campaign Evolved. I don't really like have anything against it, but like at the same time, it's mostly just like it just feels redundant. I'd rather like just play the original one. The newest slop. Yeah, it's UE5 sloppa. I hate UE5 so much, dude. Ugh. And yeah, the newest MCC has graphics anyways. The Master Chief Collection, you can just play either the old one or the new one. Horror stream, we're doing, yeah, Gemini Home Entertainment tonight. Thank you for clocking in, Vagrant. Thank you for clocking in, Slick MC. Thank you for clocking in, Toma. The fact that you can swap between the two is very, very cool. I kind of wish they had did that. Do they have that in Campaign Evolved? If not, it's a missed opportunity. Levi Jacobs. SIV. Ooh. Oh, that's the mannequin, I think. Turn on the SIV main module and lie on the bed. So this is like a dream recorder. Good night. I hope that the new Halo, if they make a new Halo, is not going to be like in UE5. Adrian Gordon. Adrian Shepard? Gordon Freeman? I think it's that. Upon waking up, check your computer for your fully rendered sleep image visualization. The funny thing, like, when it comes to Halo, is that, like, the pistol was so busted and so powerful in the original game that they just had to nerf it entirely. Oh, ooh, there's someone else here. So this is another one. They made the pistol so busted in the first game they could never like recreate that because they know how like strong it was. It was too strong. Jack Dean. Wait, is Jack Dean and Jack Wilder the same guy? Ooh. Oh, whoa. Reminder. The SIV takes images from your unconscious mind and visualizes them. These images do not represent reality. Dreams cannot tell the future. But that's not saying that they're not visualizing the past either. So this could have been stuff that happened, like, to them already. Oh. Ah, it's the thing from the game! Sleep Image Visualizer, created by Remia Mode. I love when my dreams tell the future. Whoa, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, Nina. The heck? Gonna piece it together? Maybe, if I can, like, figure out what the hell is going on, I think. But thank you, dude. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you also take care of yourselves over anything else. Hey kids, are you bored? Need some new fun games to play while you're in luck? Games for kids. This is already gonna end awful. A list of fun classic games to play with friends. The guy in the game is a dream recording. I don't know what I guess the game was meant to be like a visualization of what will happen later in the series. Like it kind of like predicted what was gonna happen. Games for kids. hide and go seek. One player is chosen as the seeker while everyone are hiders. This is a series, yes. This is a completed analog horror series. This is a very old series actually. It's like 6 years old. I don't like that. I don't like those photos. Freeze tag. Thank you for clocking in, Lucia. When a runner is tagged, they freeze. Thank you for the 255 stream streak, old man. Devil cracked an earthly shell, foretold she was the one. Blew a hope into the room and said, "You have to live before you die young." Ghost of Perdition by Opith. Opith? Who's Opith? Dude, this screams like late 80s, like early 90s, like... late 80s / early 90s, like, housing. Like your grandma's house or something. Thank you for clocking, Widget. Thank you for the 3 stream streak, Toma. Sardines. Seekers count to 20 while the hider hides as fast as they can. Oh, I see. Game ends when everyone is hiding. Yeah, we're like halfway into the series so far. Although you can feed the woods. All players wait until it's very dark and your parents have fallen asleep. Sneak outside very quietly and gather all of your friends. Go into the woods. Finish the game, yep. Took like a half an hour to get like 2 endings. Walk until you cannot see the lights anymore. Scream on the top of your lungs. Guys, let's go play Feed the Bear. First, you go into the bear den, and then you start screaming like crazy, and then you wait. You'll know when you win. Lights. I'm starting to think that the people who made this like VHS like series are probably not doing it with the best intentions. Oh shit. The game ends and the forest is fed. Oh! Dude, they just ate that cop car! Like, full on! Oh. I think the planet knows where we are, guys. Thank you for clocking in, Spice. Thank you for clocking in, Tagine. It's funny to think, though, that, like, it's funny to think that Neptune, or not even Neptune, before Neptune, the iris existed and then it like infected Neptune somehow. But there's like nothing on Neptune. Like, what is there to infect on Neptune? But now it's like, dealing with Earth, and like, you know, Earth has actual people in it. Oh, Toby. Gemini Home Entertainment. A lot of people tend to like really be into this series, I guess. Looks like. Aren't there girls on Venus? Maybe? Is that where girls spawn? Where do guys spawn? A remote-operated compact tunneler is the vehicle to revolutionize mining. Controlled entirely via computer, ROCT makes it possible to, I guess, traverse safe areas or areas normally inhospitable to humans. Boys are from Jupiter because they're stupider. Equipped with 4 treads on the vehicle's body, difficult terrain is no longer an issue. Highly advanced maneuverability. There's no need to worry if you get caught between a rock and a hard place. Our OCT uses 2 high-powered hydraulic drills to maneuver quickly and efficiently through rock and clay. I cannot imagine that the battery on that thing lasts very long. A rotating camera attached to the vehicle provides a live video feed of the ROCT. Camera can pivot 360 degrees horizontally and 90 degrees via something. Control terminal. Camera is capable of 100 to 300mm optical zoom to focus on important details. Yes, it's a rock. Compact microphone provides live audio of the ROCT surroundings. This is especially handy for listening for hazards such as running water or nests. Text at the bottom of the display shows the ROCT's status and depth. What does depth even mean? Like 39? 39 meters? Miles? I'm pretty sure I played an indie game with this type of premise. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Compromised. You don't like this? What do you mean? It's just a camera recording. Nothing is in danger. Oh. Hi, Lauren. Oh, that's what it is. Industrial grade battery. I see, I see. Wait, that's not a normal stalactite. Wait, what is going on? It looks like tilapia. The fact that someone is controlling this means that there's someone like observing everything that's going through here, right? Blood pumps through the garden's veins. The crops mature. We're watching Gemini Home Entertainment. It's an analog horror series from like 2019, I think? 2020? Wait, why is there light underground? The rover is running? Why is the rover running? You're supposed to observe, dude. Ooh, that's the spider thing that we saw before. Oh shit. Oh, it's like deeper now. Oh, it's stuck. Use the drill! Shifting tendons shape anatomy. Mutation of the heart. Dude, the entirety of the underground is like completely like infested. Thank you for the follow, Lauren. Yeah, I love analog horror. Holy shit. Okay, I don't know if I like that. Low signal. Look how far it's going. We hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the remote operated control tunneler. Who is this? What is this being fed to? Who's watching this? What is this? Who's this meant for? If this cannot be for the general public, because this would like showcase like, you know, the infection taking place for everyone, right? Deep root disease, an educational film. Deep root disease. Too nonchalant? This entire series is a bit too nonchalant about what we're being shown. Roots begin to form from the underside of bulbs once rooting stage begins. Speed of the growth increases as rooting stage progresses. Base of the root swells as growth continues. The surrounding area becomes discolored. Oh, this is like inside the body. Roots will continue forming until coming into contact with the bone. Once contact is made, the roots are able to spread freely. This music is way too calming for what is essentially a terminal disease, probably. Following demonstration will explain how an individual may contract deep root disease. Sleeping. Bulbs. It's a mole. Typically appearing on any normally exposed part of the body, bulbs are the first visible sign of deep root disease. Bulbs can range from 2 cm to 10 cm across, meaning the growth may remain unnoticed for any amount of time. The first few hours of appearance, bulbs feel hollow and may be pressed down with ease. Once rooting stage begins, the bulb will become solid and those affected may experience pain and pressure as applied to the area. Okay, but like, how do you deal with it? The area will become inflamed as the rooting stage progresses, and small sores may appear around the affected area. Ooh. Lumps will begin to form more rapidly. Inflammation then spreads. Ooh. It's like a mole that grows a hair. diagnosis. How about prevention? How about prevention, huh? If you believe somebody you know has contracted a deeper disease, follow this very simple diagnosis. Check for a bulb on the exposed skin. For erratic muscle spasms. Your home for unrecognizable smells. Thank you for clocking in, Sithis. Ask if they can recall their mother's name. Can you guys recall your mother's name? Have you guys stopped dreaming? Have you felt new bones? If yes, you may have deep-root disease. If 4 or more of these tests describe an individual you know, they may become something else. Proceed with protective safety measures. Sprouts. Oh. Hi, Kazuma. Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Thank you. Hope you guys had a very, very awesome, cool time playing Pal World. We're, watching something very documentary and very, very educational, as you can see. Holy shit. Oh, it's like a tree. It's like spreading a tree inside. Oh shit. Oh. Dude, that is my biggest fear. Waking up and like being like taken out of bed and no idea what's happening. The bed is like supposed to be like your safe space, right? Monthly progress report. It's supposed to be your safe space, so the idea that someone abducts you from your own bed, like feet first, imagine that. The last thing you see is like being pulled into your bed, underneath your bed, or like into your closet. And then that's that. You're just gone. Thank you for clocking in, David. Yeah, how was your gaming though? What were you guys doing today? Pal World. How's Pal World? Feet? Feet first? Feet mentioned? Huh? Been a real busy day in the kneecap market, Twin. I'm sure it has been, Captain Kneecap Stealer. But for you, I'm sure it's been a very, very, very solid day. What if they're hot though? That's like seeing like you see your sleep paralysis demon and they've got like big titties and you're like, oh, okay, maybe this is not that bad. Before like they eat your face. Surprisingly updated compared to the early access version. Yeah, so I'm saying like I've told people this before. 1.0 is way, way, way different than like the early access. Like it's so much new added stuff. You got any new kneecaps? I think the idea of having more kneecaps like growing on you after you already had yours stolen is a lot more concerning. Monthly progress report. Computer processing. Developments throughout month October have led to a drastic increase in graphical capabilities for Regnod, Danger, or what was that? Regnod brand personal computers. The above image displays a video game demonstration created to showcase the graphical capabilities possible with recent advancements. Wow, we can make 3D models! Wow! Predictive advancement. Gradual improvements to the ACL influence have led to predictive advancement accuracy to reach unprecedented heights. I'm a big fan of like the static in the background overtaking the BGM. Unprecedented technological advancements. Now, with ACL and our client, we are expected to pass all our competitors within the year in the field of graphics, RAM, and processing power. Eat your heart out, NVIDIA. Failure avoidance. By running hypothetical scenarios through the ACL system, we have successfully avoided 23 technological failures in Regnad's computing future. This would not have been possible without the support and wisdom from our client, who spearheaded our artificial computing learning projects. All communications made with our client throughout the month of October have been recorded via the ACL monitor room and now be showcased on this tape. And half the computers are infected. I see. So is this implying that, like, deep root disease can affect computers, or is that implying that, like, this entire place is already taken over by, like, the plants? It has no bearing on the computers. Transmission array. Transmitter array active. Earth. It's the iris. Iteration. Mary sees the gateway die. Sleeping ones are eaten whole. The vessel floats into the law. The jaw unhinges. I wonder who's entering these, like, prompts into them. Because it looks like someone's trying to communicate with the iris. New things roam the feeding grounds. Harbinger guards in vain. Mary hears a creaking sound. A hungry eye is welcomed. Jack. Oh, Jack was the guy who was doing the documentary stuff. Oh, you can hear him talking. Guys, I think they got him. They got Jack. I like that guy too. Short, the progress made throughout the month of October has drastically increased our technological capabilities. Our client's influence in the ACL system has allowed us for tremendous progress to be made. Expect to meet our client in person in as little as 7 months. Okay, so, like, absolutely, the people who are making these VHS tapes are definitely not good people. It looks like they want the planet to, like, reach us as soon as possible. I mean, I probably should have figured that since like the games for kids video, but I guess it's becoming a lot more apparent now. The name is Harbinger. Also, Regnad. I said it before. Regnad, backwards is danger. Moonlight Acres Family Camp 1985 Christmas Eve Party. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas in August. Wait. Mary. They're married! Jack, Dean, Mary, Dean. Oh. So Jack and Mary from like the poem. So Jack, something happened to Jack. We don't know what happened yet. Maybe we'll see what happens to Mary. They're married. Mary from Backrooms? Daytime storm. Who's recording outside? Oh. Wait, that's the thing that we saw underground. You think these people be freaking out at this point? I'd be screaming my lungs out, dude. I guess, opening the door does not help. It's still broke in! Lakeside Cabin, Momo Celebrations. Alex Whitler and videographer Jack Dean. Thank you for clocking, Chara. Mary? Wait, Mary was the thing outside. So she was already infected. Home invasion help. This kind of reminds me a lot of, well, I should say that Home Safety Hotline should remind me of this because Home Safety Hotline came out after Gemini. Home invasion can be a daunting and stressful prospect. This videotape is intended to ease your stress and prepare you for a home invasion step by step should the need arise. Keep in mind, windows and doors are the most commonly used entrances during home invasion. Ensuring that these areas are locked may prevent or low home invaders, allowing for authorities to be called. May I suggest a gun? A number of security cameras can be installed in a home, including cameras, motion detectors, and alarms. All of these systems may be disabled via blunt force. Blunt force? You mean turning it off the electricity? Sufficient lighting can successfully stop a home invader before they even reach the house. The following is a list of commonly used methods of entry during home invasions. Door, window. Breaking a window can create easy access into the home. Note that this will cause noise that may alert prey. Prey? Wait a minute. Hey. This isn't home invasion help. This is how to, like, invade a home. Storing underneath the home's foundation can create easy access to the home below, allowing for easy access between nests. Finally, a useful tutorial video. Following will explain what to do on entry into a home. Locate prey. Incapacitate prey. Oh, I see. So that's how the plant things see us. We're just mannequins. Oh, is this a home invader? Oh, he has no idea he's walking into. Oh, this bozo thinks he's got like a free target. Oh, he's so fucked. Oh shit. Are those people? They're like the veins of people. They are. They're like the veins of people. That thing's gonna look at us, isn't it? Oh, yep. Not good with the horror. This is a classic analog horror, but I think it still holds up. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe that wasn't like a home invader. That eye is very apparent now. That looks like someone who's trying to document, I guess. That makes more sense. Well, whatever happened to him, he got fucked. For 12 young years, Crusader 5 successfully completed its planetary flyby mission, resulting in a plethora of new data and photographs. Photographs Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Iris. Crusader... Oh, okay. But... Crusader incident? Imagine having an incident named after a satellite. That cannot be good. Crusader approaches Jupiter. Moon of Jupiter. Crusader approaches Saturn. Moon of Saturn. Moon of Saturn. Moon of Saturn. Saturn seems normal. Neptune's gonna be so fucked, isn't it? First cluster. That's a moon? That's not normal. Okay, that's not normal. That's a lot more organic than I... Oh, fuck. Umbilical. It's crazy how they managed to take a photo and record the sound effects at the same time for this. Crusader experiences sudden gravitational pull. What if the whole reason that, like, Neptune and Iris were targeting us was because they found Crusader and tried to, like, figure out where it came from? Oh shit. It's being bored! Is that a face? That is not a face. Hope you guys don't have trypophobia. Crusader enters Esophage Grove. Oh, we're inside the planet. The planet is a body now. Respiratory spinal complex. The dark forest theory? I don't think so. Or maybe I have. I would need a refresher on that. It's like one giant biological creature at this point. Lower sacralic throat. What do you mean conscious mind? What? What? Wait. How the That was a satellite photo, right? How the hell did it take photos of, like... Uh-oh. You know what? They can have Crusader. I'm okay with them having Crusader. That's fine. In fact, you guys can keep that thing far, far away from us. How did it take photos? May 6th. May 7th. May 8th. May 9th. How did it take photos inside, like, someone's house? Huh. Thank you for the follow, Emulet. Thank you for clocking in, Tanuki. I guess there's a dude that sleeps inside Neptune at some point. Wretched Hand. The following segment utilized a live feed of Blake something, what? Mountebank in Canada during its broadcast. 3 days long sleep? If you guys live in Canada, I am sorry. Probably deserved it. Oh. Geyser. Curtis, come down to the camp this weekend. Bolton and I have devised a plan on how we can continue to uphold the deal without giving into these beings' abhorrent demands. Tristan has seen a bear lurking near the boys' cabin, so we'll go out, shoot it. The statue wants a sacrifice. We'll have to settle for this. I'll be a pawn no longer. Curtis, I tell you with a complete certainty, I could do it over again. I would never have made that deal. Glenn Arthur. Wait, these guys made a deal with the planets. They want sacrifices? Right, because the kids were sacrifices. I see. Wretched hands tap my window. Stranger Sphinx, grape, the walls. It's an explanation why we've never encountered alien life. Risking contacting alien species is too dangerous for your entire species, so you'll hide your planet to launch WMDs. Any sign of alien life. Dark Force theory posits that this is something every intelligent species figured out if they survive long enough. Right thigh. If you're smart, you'll be quiet. If you're not smart, well, you'll figure out why the rest of them are quiet. View Nadler. Wasn't that the name of one of the guys that was doing like the Christmas party stuff? Lloyd Michaels. So they're all integrated into like this thing. Christine, wait, oh my god. Give a clocking and salty. Yeah, this is everyone from the Christmas party video, I guess. Darcy Ogden. Mary D. Ah, it's Mary! Ooh, that sucks. That means Jack must be here somewhere. Glenn Arthur. That's the guy who said that he didn't want to, like, agree to their demands anymore. Photo comparison suggests an exponential increase in organism and deterioration since mutation. Deterioration? Organism has since lost all resemblance to a bear. Bear. So is that implying that, like, ever since they sacrificed a bear to it, it started, like, I guess, not being able to sustain itself because it needed people, I guess? It got really pissed off and it absorbed everyone because there's no way to, like, sacrifice things to it anymore. It just started, like, dying, I guess. Thank you for clocking, Arctica. Barry Johnson. SIV. Oh, eyes. Holding room design. Barry Johnson. Levi Jacobs. Holding room. Escape hatch. So Barry Johnson. Wait. Hold on. This is a dream from Barry Johnson. But was he inside or outside? He's inside the safe room. Levi Jacobs is outside, so I guess this is the point of view from inside the room? Ah, it's the song from Back to the Future. gear 1. Oh, he got deep root disease. I see. Almost a month into self-quarantine. So he purposely put himself into quarantine because it's self-quarantine. He doesn't sound happy. Ooh, look at his face. Oh, he's turning into like the tree thing that we saw inside the game. Two months into quarantine. Prepare to enter holding room following estimated incubation time. Protective suits. Yeah, that's gonna help. I think that used to be a hand. So this is what happens to like organic creatures when they basically come into contact with like creatures from the iris, I guess. It all becomes part of like a hive mind. Oh shit, that's his face. They all become part of like a hive mind. Interviews were formed to assess Barry Johnson's physical. Oh my god. Is he still alive?
Can you hear me? Do you know who you are? We can hear you.
He's just repeating shit. See, now would be the time to leave. Discover to be occupied. What does that mean? Discover to be occupied.
Unnatural. What's happening to the tissue is not only entirely unlike what's typical for the disease, it's completely counter to it.
This is the last video, by the way. This is the final video of Gemini Home Entertainment, so this is the finale. So hopefully, like, I guess it ties up loose ends.
Instead of attacking foreign tissue, it welcomes it. The bones don't decay. Organs blindly fuse. Bulbs fester and swell. Tissue refuses to die. It is hypermetastatic. It is at this point most analogous to a tumor. I would not speculate on the states of the minds within.
Excerpts from the Journal of Glenn A. Arthur. I have seen a vision. So it beamed down into, like, close by the camp and the visitors. And that's when things started to get, like, really infected. Angels visited me while I slept. Wait, their eyes are all off. Their faces are off too. Who am I that the hosts of heaven would commune with me? The unconscious mind is a door, and I hold the key. O dream speakers, name yourselves. Visions from my angels. A half-living thing grows outside camp. Thank you for clocking, Pacholi. Is that the first iteration of, like, the creature? Statue carved in their likeness, arms reaching out like a child's. I've been offered a new covenant. Thank you for clocking in, Fab. So this is the pact that he made originally with the beings. I don't care. May 1946. Deal is broken. Okay, I see. So this is around the time when he had regrets about, like, making the deal with the guy, I guess the Iris from Neptune. It looks like. So they ended up sacrificing a bear, but I guess the bear was not enough, and they probably got super pissed, and they infected the rest of the camp. Did I have more stuff for Gemini? This is the last video of the entire series. Oh. Wretched hands tap my... Do you see me for something else? I am still here. Don't leave me, you bastards. Wait. Iteration? Right, because, like, they was able to, like, read the minds of people, like, I guess, that were, infected. So this is the thoughts of either the beings or the people, like, still inside the beings. Relic of the faithless day. Don't leave me, you bastards. Person? Ah, that's so creepy. That's so cool. That's so creepy. They're still alive. Oh, they're still conscious. That's it. 2 out of 4. Well, maybe there's one more, but maybe they haven't uploaded it yet. So maybe they plan on doing one more episode, but it still hasn't. It's been 3 years since then. It might be it. Dude, that's crazy. They're still conscious. It's like that thing from what was it? Annihilation, the bear. They get absorbed into like the bear and they're still technically alive. It's still unlisted. Do you have the link for that? I could just like Google it. Let me see. Gemini Home Entertainment unlisted videos. There are some unlisted videos, but I don't know if there's a finale video. Most of these are just kind of like tie-ins, it looks like. And some of them are like canceled or deleted, so I don't know if it's going to be like canon. There's I didn't even know there's a C episode. Like, I don't know how many of these are real versus fake, because it looks like some people have made like some fan edits of them. I'd assume anything that's not like unlisted or anything that's delisted is considered non-canon at that point. There's a deep sea one. We could watch it as long as we keep in mind that it's like not part of the main series, I guess, because I guess they thought that like it would have just been it just like doesn't tie in, I guess. Let me see if we can access it. Deleted, deleted. All right. This will be the final one for tonight, I guess. Not for tonight, for Gemini. I wonder what happened though, like I guess at some point like the entity inside the iris or whatever they did, whatever Glenn Arthur did, it pissed off the entity so much that like it didn't even bother coming back to Earth. Because I mean, we're still here, we're still alive, and like there's no footage of it like what happened in the modern day. So that must mean like that thing that's still like in the woods is still out there somewhere. But like whatever, the iris thing must have left us alone. Neptune's still infected, so rip Neptune. But I guess him breaking the covenant was like enough for the iris to like just kind of leave us alone for whatever reason. I'm sure there's like deep dives into that. The deep blue. Our ocean's full of mystery and wonder. Let's take a look at some of the secrets hidden beneath the surface. Thank you for clocking Nexton. Thank you for clocking Toka. See, a school of fish swimming together as a group. See, the problem with making like a the problem with making an analog horror series like this is that it's the idea that like, I'm trying to think. It's all rooted in the past, right? But if you make like a world-ending scenario, it kind of like loses that feeling of like, I guess, immersion, right? Because how can you like have a world-ending scenario but also have this be tied to the past and like being kind of like forgotten about when supposedly like an apocalyptic scenario happened where everyone dies? So you have to leave it very open-ended. You have to leave it like where like either the entity leaves us alone or it lives among us or like something like that happens. Because if you just kill everyone, it's just kind of like okay. So like there goes my immersion. I guess alternative history could work if you're going like the Monument Mythos like scenario. Yeah, it happened like the chances of it happening any day now, like where it just happens to take over, or it could take over whenever it wants, would be kind of spooky. Despite its beauty, the ocean can be a very dangerous place. Staring at me may look innocent, but it carries deadly poison in its tail. Poison. It actually makes a lot more sense now that this is made by the planet because it keeps on making typos that like a normal human would like catch. However, rays are very gentle and only sting when threatened. The real danger of the ocean is not its wildlife, but the habitat itself. Well, the ocean is very, very, very non-hospitable to humans. I guess it'd be kind of weird for like the creature to be inside the ocean, considering it's like meant to be kind of like, you know, in the forest. The Marianas Trench. Deep ocean cannot scare me because every time I try to think about like the deep ocean, the first thing I'll think of is if I'm down there, I either get crushed immediately or I just drown in like a couple of seconds. Unknown depth. Yeah, I can see why this would kind of be considered like non-canon, right? Like that, this is implying that somehow it got so far into the earth that like it's inside the Marianas Trench. Unless I saw like deep roots down here somehow. Submarine. If it was this far into the ocean, though, I feel like it could probably just infect, like, the entire Earth at that point. Nothing can live inside the Marianas Trench. That's not true. There's, like, bacteria down there. The deep blue. That's okay, I guess. This feels like it would be a very, very early episode of Gemini before it started going into like its whole lore. Like, in terms of like, I guess quality, in terms of like story building, I feel like it is kind of like an outlier, right? Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Disbelief of suspension. Well, overall, that was a really cool series. I like that a lot. I think I'll save Eventide for another time. I did want to watch Eventide, but let me see. How long? How many episodes is Eventide? It looks like it would take like, let me see. I mean like an hour. Maybe like an hour or so. All right, you know what? I will be right back. I'm gonna get more water and use the restroom real quick. We'll do like a poll. We'll do a poll. I'll see if you guys want to go through like Eventide immediately after Gemini, or if you just want to go straight to like Shipwrecked. After like there. All right. So I will be right back. You guys can vote on that. If it's tied, I'm deciding on my own because I know you guys love to like tie it. Please don't tie it, guys. Please don't. I know it might be funny, it might be goofy, but like I leave it to you guys. So if you guys like end up like just being like, you know what, let's just type for the funny, it kind of like makes me a little bit upset. So I will be back in a bit. Hopefully you guys decide then.